Morning. Yeah, man, wanna swap out a little information with you guys, share some information, ask some questions or whatnot. I normally live on YouTube, man, and make videos for YouTube, but I say, you know what, I'll make a Facebook video today. But anywho, I want to talk about a lot of the reasons why blacks suffer. I mean, for those of you who view the Bible as a source of right knowledge, or one of the sources of knowledge, then of course you can go there, and read some context, from that content, that source of information and knowledge. And pretty much I like to think that most blacks are people who label themselves blacks, and trust me, there's no nation or continent or country on this earth that represent the black people. You guys may have heard me say that a million times. So if you go to Nigeria, hey, who are your people? Are we Nigerian? They're not gonna say we're black. If you go to again, any country, if you go to Jamaica, oh, we're Jamaican, or we we Igbo. I mean, everybody got like tribal names, and what I'm trying to say is their nationality. So oftentimes you hear blacks say, man, Asian people come to America and they just get them this. Indian people come and they get to start their own business, but we've been here for a long time and they won't give us nothing. We won't get a handout. And it's like, that's when you identify you dealing with an ignorant person, all right? That means that person is ignorant. Not stupid or dumb, but that person just don't know any better, all right? That person is a murmurer. That's what the Bible said about the Hebrews, all right? Now, if you notice, even with the 12 tribes, even when they was all kicked out of their land, they flee, all right? Even God chosen people like the tribe of Judah, okay? Because now that tribe right there now, according to the Bible, there was a curse placed upon the tribe of Judah, all right? And with that being said, you oftentimes hear blacks say, you know what, before slavery and before the Romans or before the Portuguese or the British, conquered and ruled the blacks were selling blacks. If you get a Hebrew person and take them to Africa, it's the only way you're gonna tell the damn difference is from tribal features, all right? So in other words, you get me, stand me next to a Jamaican, stand me next to a Haitian, it's gonna be hard to tell us a damn part. It's gonna be hard. We all look alike, all right? So in other words, it was nothing for the doggone Hebrew to say, you know what, we getting ran up out of our land, we flee down to the motherland, we'll blend right on in. And shit, that's what the hell happened, all right? That's what happened, all right? So like all throughout the Bible, the Hebrews been getting tossed up, you know what I'm saying? They didn't keep their covenant with their Most High God, and therefore, it's like a curse been placed upon them, you know what I mean? So again, like I say, even if look at the Exodus, I mean, it's like self-explanatory, all right? So even when the sea was parted, who you think those people were who was running? Those were the Hebrew people. They was fleeing. They were fleeing like a big dog, all right? So again, like I say, back to nationality, man, because you can be as religious as you want to be, Christian, Muslim, Judaism, whichever branch of religion you like to place on yourself, Nawapi and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, we suffer from a lack of right knowledge, and you can't overlook law, all right? Law has always governed the people, more so than religion. I'm talking about law, all right? So again, a lot of people being bamboozled, all right? A lot of people, had game ran on them, and I'm still talking about the slaves that still call themselves black. Even with giving folks this information saying, hey, look, quit putting a label on yourself. Black is a damn color, all right? It's not a nationality, all right? So anytime you identify yourself as being black, you falling right up under the doggone Good God, I like the lost train of thought. The Christian black codes, all right? Find out what the Christian black codes are of 1724, all right? So basically, after the Civil War and Reconstruction, you know, the blacks, you know, supposedly, you know, they was emancipated, all right? In other words, they were liberated, all right? They were supposed to so-called be free. But up under the Christian black codes, that's where the trick lie, all right? It's a trick, meaning you weren't given the same rights as the people, so therefore things weren't equal, okay? Things are not equal. And that's the misconception, meaning, you know, oh, I got rights. No, hell you don't. All right? As long as you labeling yourself black, so you using certain words, all right? Words cast spell, okay? They're called spelling words for a reason. They cast spells, okay? So if you sitting back and you using a word and you don't know what it means, you binding yourself into a verbal contract that you don't even know you're doing and realize. You know what I mean? So again, you have to understand law, okay? You know, if you like to understand law, overstand law, you need to know something about law, okay? So like I said, I'm not finna sit here and you know what I mean? And don't think, you know, for 1 minute that any carbonated being, all right, regardless of the nationality, and that's why I'm using the word carbonated. I'm choosing my words carefully, all right? So we'll sit back and just give you all of the answers, all right? You have to doggone, you know, inquiring minds want to know. You know, if most men want to talk females out of their underwear or take advantage of them, they sure find a way now, don't they? All right? So it's the same thing in this situation. So like I say, we at war right now, and you know, we ain't got enough real soldiers. They not educated, meaning they not, now let me not use educated, because oftentimes education, again, is indoctrination. Most are not equipped with the right knowledge to even go to battle, all right? They not equipped with the right knowledge to go to battle. You know what I'm saying? So we getting bamboozled, we getting slammed on our necks and our backs out here, and it's a shortage on real men in my community, all right? My community of people, you know what I mean? And it's safe for me to say Hebrew people, because when you look at the story of the Hebrew people, or you look at the history, again, like I say, go behind me, you know, check for authenticity. But I like to think that those are my people, and that's the nationality, meaning, okay, the Hebrew race, meaning, when you look at, like I said, if you use the Bible as a source of knowledge, or right knowledge, or, you know, if that's something you study from, then it basically goes to tell you, you know what, go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, and it basically speaks on how we would be doggone, I'm gonna put it in my words, you know, since I'm not, you know, there's so many different Bibles, you know, so I'm sure it says something different in the Gideon, the New World Translation, I mean, yeah, I mean the New International Version, the King James Version. Yeah, so many different types. But basically it goes on to say how, you know, you guys would be taken away by way of ship, you know what I mean? And be sold as bond men and bond women. Notice keyword bond. So we talking law again. Those are like law words, all right? You can check out Black Laws if you ever get a chance, 9th edition. If you can find a 4th edition, good luck. You know what I mean? But anywho, you will be sold into, you know, slavery and taken by way of ship as bond men and bond women. You know, again, the Hebrew people didn't keep their covenant of their God. They worshiping everything and doing everything except for what they were supposed to be doing. So they, in other words, they bucked the system. And just like the Bible say, you know, they murmurers, and right now they still murmuring. They complaining, they crying. They don't know what the hell to do about nothing. The white man ain't giving me nothing. The white man, the white man, the white man. Yo, I'd be ashamed to just sit back and say the white man. That means you getting your ass whooped. If you keep crying and crying and crying and crying, I'm not saying the white man didn't do nothing wrong. Now, come on, white did a lot of wrong, all right? If they in power right now and shit going left every time you look around and it's constantly wars, famine, and all this mess going on, then hell yeah, somebody to blame. But like I say, in this case right here, it's enough blame to go around when you're not taking the initiative to say, you know what? I'm now in a position where I can read. You remember there was a point in time we couldn't even read. We couldn't even vote. All right? So right now we can vote, but a lot of people don't even know how it worked for it to be effective. You see what I'm saying? They don't even know how it worked. All right, we can govern our communities. We can get back some power, but we do not understand how things work. And then we make excuses. Well, they gonna cheat. They just gonna cheat. They just gonna lie. They'll say anything. They'll say any damn thing to not take responsibility and accountability. All right? And that's part of being grown, all right? Responsibility and got doggone accountability. Them two words right there scare the shit out of doggone ignorant people, man. You say something about responsibility and accountability, it's gonna scare the shit out of them, man. It's gonna scare the shit out of them. You know, because they don't want nothing to do with that, all right? You know what I'm saying? And it's self-explanatory to be responsible, to be held accountable. But like I say, man, you have to know something about law, man. And like I say, go behind me, find out Christian black codes. All right, if you don't know what emancipated mean, like I say, like look at this for an example, real quick. If I ask the average Joe Blow, hey, what's your last name? Smith. What's your last name? Johnson. What's your last name? Thomas. What's your last name? Thompson. What's your last name? Richardson. What's your last? None of those names belong to you. No, none of those names belong to you. So therefore, it's like you've been branded. You don't even own your own body. It don't even belong to you. All right? How the hell you gonna walk around with somebody else's name? You got somebody else's name. All right? But you want rights, and you want, you know what I'm saying, the respect as a doggone man, woman, as a community, as a people. You carrying your slave master name to this day. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have somebody that's watching this video and say, shoot, what about you, Sike Dolo? What about you? And that's our motherfucking problem right there. You know what I'm saying? Worrying about the Joneses and trying to keep up with the Joneses. If I'm giving you doggone the most valuable commodity known to man, which is information, and you can get this information and do something with it, then help yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, okay, not share information and help someone else, because that's ultimately what I'm doing. With the information I'm sharing, this can help hundreds of people, all right? You know what I'm saying? Come out of their doggone, their stricken ways, all right? Yes, I use the word stricken. Find out what stricken mean, all right? I'm not going to dumb down everything for you guys, all right? But like I say, the most valuable commodity known to man, information. And please believe there's a difference between information and a revelation, all right? So if you're looking for a revelation for me to just reveal everything, because that's where the revelation is. I'm not finna reveal everything, and I never once said, you know, and I never told you I had all of the answers to reveal everything. But like I say, it's some pretty good stuff, man. Go behind me, man. I like what my guy said, Stephen Wonder. When you believe in things you don't understand, superstition ain't the way. All right? So listen to the song. When you believe in things you don't understand, then you suffer. That's what he said. When you believe in things you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. All right? A lot of y'all probably didn't know what he was saying. All right? So again, like I say, man, the Hebrew, they've been divided into all four corners of the earth. But guess what? When you look at all four corners of the earth, you don't see Asians on all four corners of the earth. And if so, it's only now, because we're in the 21st century, you don't see whites on all four corners of the earth. Go to South America, you're going to see blacks. Go to doggone Europe, you're going to see blacks. You know what I'm saying? From England to London, if you know what I mean? Go to doggone Asia, they're going to be blacks. If you go to North America, you're going to see blacks. All four corners of the earth, you see these people, and they don't know from whence they came. So what happened? What happened? Did all of the tribes, of 12 tribes, did all of them get smoked? Did they kill them all? People ain't asking the right questions, man. If you're looking for the answer, you got to ask the question, all right? What happened? Did they kill them all? What happened? All right? What happened to Enoch? You know what I'm saying? But now that's a whole nother story. Look, forget I ever said that, all right? And people are like, who is Enoch? Look, forget I ever said that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think, again, like I say, a lot of us, you know, if God gave us freedom of choice, the Most High God gave us freedom of choice, and a lot of us made choices to remain ignorant. Ignorant don't mean you're dumb and stupid, and I have to say it this way because I don't want no one or anyone feeling small. All right, if you're ignorant, that means you just don't know any better. You don't know any better. All right. If you are conscious, that means you are aware. All right. So some could be conscious, but not fully conscious. But you know, but know enough. All right. But yeah, I don't want to bore y'all because I can sit here all day. You know, like, come on, man. Like, I mean, I do this. All right. You know, I do this, man. I don't have no favorite TV show, man. I'm not consumed by tell lie to my vision, all right? TV programming is literally, that's literally what it's called, TV programming. People sit there in front of that damn box and waste hours of their life watching some mess that I don't even care to hell, man. Something that's not beneficial. So that tells you right there, they on that blue pill. Blue pill is gonna keep you where? Wonderland. It's gonna keep you ignorant. You're not even gonna realize you're being cooked. All right, you're being cooked in your own juice right now, and you don't even realize it. All right, kind of like that frog in the pot scenario. You put a frog in the pot and you simmer it on the right temperature, you can cook him in his own juice. He wouldn't even jump out because he don't know it's getting hot. That's why you have to simmer it on the right temperature. You just got to simmer it on the right temperature. And that's what's happening to a lot of my people. They being cooked in their own juice, and then they sit back and I ain't got nothing. I ain't get my 40 acres and a mule. Nigga, you get to read. You know what I'm saying? You get to read, you get to research. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got freedom of choice now, all right? You don't have to fall up under the Christian black code. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, that's just, it's very interesting, man. You know, you got the, you know, the magistrate of court, you know, the judge who sit back and here stand and you know, on the Constitution and protect your rights. But guess what? You don't have any rights. You've been tricked. All right. So it's up to you to figure this out. All right. You have to figure it out. Just like Deuteronomy said, read the whole Deuteronomy. You know, just don't. You know, you can start with. You know, if that's gonna jumpstart you to, you know, get motivated, then read Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. You can go to Ezekiel, man. You can go to Isaiah. I can sit here and go through the whole Bible and give you some pretty good scriptures to tell you on things that happen. But like I say, again, you know, you gotta get motivated and like the book said, you know, nobody ain't finna come buy you out of bondage. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, look, Malcolm X tried to help us. Marcus Garvey tried to help us. Dr. King tried to help us. Look at everybody who tried to help us. And then people that are gonna get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? And man, you know, it ain't even no use. You know, then they give up. But oftentimes we are our own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? Due to jealousy, due to hatred. You know what I mean? Just been a disease-stricken people. Okay, you know, I know we endure it a lot, but for those who have strong minds, you know, you're gonna have the doers, and you're gonna have the people that don't. You're gonna have the people that care. You're gonna have the people that don't care. You're gonna have the people that love. You're gonna have the people that hate. You're gonna have the people that go up. You're gonna have the ones that go down. Y'all get the drift, all right? You're gonna have God. You're gonna have the devil. You're gonna have left, and you're gonna have right. But again, man, I'm on a mission, man. I done created my own plantation. So shoot, you know, it's you know, if it ain't working for no one else, it's working for me, and I know it's other people that it's working for. You know, you have to make it work. But like I say, don't drown in your misery, you know, and don't create lies. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for yourself, to pacify yourself for why you ain't doing something productive or great with your life. All right. So like I say, if you sit back and again, you know, your fellow man, you know, iron sharpen iron. All right. So you know, you gotta, you know, you can't, you know, negative minds create negative energy. So all of what I'm saying is, don't be consumed by negative energy. You know what I'm saying? If you and your crew not doing anything productive, y'all not learning, and each one teach one, then y'all pretty much cattle at this point. You know, it's like a waste, a shell of a man. Not a hell of a man, a shell of a man, baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, live, learn, laugh, love life, baby. You got to live, learn, laugh, love life, man. Elohim. You know what I mean? L is the high, man. L is that L is something else. You know what I'm saying? EL. You know what I mean? But yo, I can sit here and man, come on, man. But I can sit here all day, man. But like I say, I hope this information can help someone. Like I say, you know what? I want to say this real quick. You know, oftentimes when you're in church and the pastor's talking about something that's hitting home, you feel like he's talking directly to you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time when I talk about haters and I speak what's on my mind, a lot of people not gonna like me because they feel like I'm talking directly to them. So if I go to speaking on hatred, if I go to speaking on being ignorant, if I go to speaking on again a shell of a man, then you know, people oftentimes feel some type of way, man. So emotion could be the cancer to intelligence. So don't get consumed and drown in your emotions. All right. Again, emotions is the cancer to intelligence. So if you accumulate a lot of knowledge, you know, don't get drowned out by your emotion. Oh, the white man shooting us. The white man been shooting us. They used to hang us doggone with ropes. This ain't nothing new. So